The desert is both breathtaking and unforgiving, a place where beauty and danger exist side by side. Nowhere is this more evident than in Death Valley, one of the hottest and driest places on Earth. Towering dunes, jagged mountains, and vast salt flats stretch endlessly under the scorching sun. But for those who underestimate its extremes, this seemingly lifeless landscape can turn deadly in an instant. In today's story, we follow a young couple who set out to explore the raw beauty of Death Valley, only for their journey to take a tragic turn. When the boyfriend perished in the relentless heat, the girlfriend was left stranded, fighting for survival in one of the most inhospitable places on the planet. This is a tale of love, loss, and the unforgiving power of nature. Welcome to Risky Reality, where risks become reality. Before I start the video, don't forget to like this video. The goal for March is to reach 200 subscribers, so make sure to subscribe to the channel. For now, let's continue the video. Death Valley, California, is a place of extremes. It is the hottest, driest, and lowest national park in the United States, with summer temperatures that often soar above 120 degrees Fahrenheit, stretching over 3.4 million acres. Its vast, desolate landscapes include towering sand dunes, deep canyons, salt flats that shimmer under the relentless sun, and mountain peaks that seem to touch the sky. For those unprepared, Death Valley can be a deadly trap, its beauty masking its unforgiving nature. In April 2021, a young couple, Alex, Lofgren and Emily Henkel, set out on what was supposed to be a peaceful camping trip in the heart of this breathtaking yet treacherous wilderness. Both experienced campers from Tucson, Arizona, they were well aware of the challenges that came with exploring remote areas. Alex, a U.S. Army veteran and Congressional staffer, had spent years navigating rough terrain, while Emily, a marketing assistant for the Arizona Army National Guard, shared his love for the outdoors. They were confident in their skills, prepared with supplies, and eager to immerse themselves in the raw beauty of Death Valley. However, the desert does not bend to human will. It does not forgive mistakes. The couple had planned a backcountry trip, venturing into areas far from the usual tourist trails. On April 4th, they set off in their white Subaru Forester, ready for adventure. But deep within the desert, far from help, something went terribly wrong. 2 days after they were supposed to return, friends and family grew concerned. There had been no word from Alex or Emily. Calls to their phones went straight to voicemail. With no sign off them, authorities launched a massive search effort. Rangers and rescue teams combed the vast park, checking hotels, tourist sites, and popular trails. But Death Valley is a labyrinth of rugged landscapes and hidden canyons, making the search an enormous challenge. Then, a breakthrough. The couple's vehicle was found in a remote location not listed in their itinerary. Inside, rescuers discovered a handwritten note. 2 flat tires, headed to Mormon Point, have 3 days' worth of water. It was a crucial clue, one that gave searchers a direction in an otherwise endless desert. Following this lead, an aerial team spotted Alex and Emily on a steep ledge near Willow Creek. They were alive but stranded in an extremely precarious location, far from any main roads or trails. A rescue attempt was immediately launched, but the rugged terrain made access nearly impossible. The couple had been fighting to survive in one of the harshest environments on Earth, but time was running out. The battle against nature had already taken its toll. By the time rescuers finally reached them, it was too late for Alex. He had succumbed to the unforgiving elements. Emily, though severely injured, had managed to hold on. Weak and dehydrated, she was airlifted to safety, her foot so badly wounded that she required immediate surgery. What had begun as an adventure had turned into a nightmare, a grim reminder of how quickly Death Valley can turn from awe-inspiring to fatal. Emily Henkel had always embraced the wilderness, but nothing could have prepared her for the sheer brutality of Death Valley when left to its mercy. As she was airlifted from the remote ledge near Willow Creek, her body weak and injured, she carried with her the weight of immeasurable grief. Just days before, she and her boyfriend, Alex Lofgren, had set off on an adventure, expecting to return with stories of stunning desert landscapes and peaceful nights beneath a sterile sky. Now, Alex was gone, and Emily had barely survived the ordeal. The harsh conditions had taken their toll. Emily had suffered a severe foot injury, likely from navigating the unforgiving terrain. With no cell service, no immediate way to call for help, and only a limited supply of water, she had been stranded for days. Her survival was nothing short of miraculous. Even as she faced unbearable pain and exhaustion, she fought to stay alive, knowing that rescue might still be possible. When the search teams found the couple's vehicle, it was clear they had encountered unexpected trouble. The note left behind had given searchers their most critical lead, but even then, reaching them had been an enormous challenge. The extreme terrain of Death Valley, with its steep cliffs and unmarked paths, had made the rescue effort a treacherous operation. By the time help arrived, Alex had already succumbed to the elements. Alex was more than just an outdoor enthusiast. He had lived a life of service. A former combat engineer in the U.S. Army, he had dedicated himself to helping others, working as a caseworker for Congressman Raul Grijalva, where he assisted veterans in southern Arizona. His friends and colleagues remembered him as compassionate, selfless, and driven by a deep sense of duty. His tragic death left a void in the lives of many who knew him. As Emily was transported to Lemoore Naval Air Station for urgent medical care, the physical pain was overshadowed by the emotional devastation of losing Alex. The days she had spent stranded in the desert, alone and injured, had tested every ounce of her resilience. She had survived, but she would carry the weight of those days with her forever. In the aftermath, a GoFundMe campaign was launched to support both families, covering medical expenses, funeral costs, and the extensive search and rescue operation that had taken place. The response was overwhelming. Within just one day, tens of thousands of dollars had been raised. It was a testament to the impact Alex had made on those around him and the collective grief felt by the community. Death Valley is a place of stunning, untamed beauty, but it is also a land of extremes. It does not show mercy to those who underestimate its dangers. Alex and Emily had entered this vast desert as experienced campers, but even the most prepared adventurers can fall victim to its harsh conditions. For Emily, survival came at a great cost. She would recover physically, but the emotional scars of losing Alex in such a cruel and isolating place would remain. Their story is a reminder of both the awe-inspiring beauty and the perilous reality of nature, a force that gives and takes without warning. Even as the sun sets over the endless dunes of Death Valley, casting golden hues across the land, the silence of the desert holds the echoes of those lost to its unforgiving embrace.